Sometimes when you're setting up an event on your calendar, you want to have other people come to that event too. Now, we talked about how you can send an invitation from Gmail and it'll be added automatically to your calendar and to the people you invite to the event. But you can also do the same thing from the calendar itself. So let's say I'm looking at my calendar and I say, you know what, on the 17th, I want to have a department meeting for SATS English, and I want to invite some folks. So let's see here. I want to invite that person, and I want to invite, let's see here. I want to invite as I add people, they're added to my guest list. I can remove them very easily by clicking the X. Now, as I'm inviting people, I can look over here where it says event details. I can add information about where it's going to be and when it's going to be, and I can click this find a time tab. And what that's going to do is show me side by side these different people's calendars. Now, if I change this to 10 to 10:30, notice that I can see this person is free. This person is free at 10, but they're busy at 9. So it doesn't tell me what they're doing because they haven't shared that with me, but I can see that that would not be a good time to schedule a meeting because they're doing something, they've got something on their calendar. So kind of handy. It also shows me that each person is going to have a different color. So if this person did have an event, it would show up in this light blue instead, and I would know that's not a good time to schedule the meeting. As I add people to my guest list, I can also let the guests modify the event, which would mean that either one of these two people could go in and change the time or the location or any of the details. I can let those other people invite other people to this, which is something that I might want them to do. And I can let those people see the guest list for the meeting so that they can see. If I turn these things off, they are no longer able to do those things. They'll just know that they've been invited to the meeting. I think it's a good idea to let them see the guest list, and I think it's a good idea to let them invite others, especially if it's going to be a meeting that I might have forgotten somebody. So once I have set that up, I click Save, and I'm going to actually change my guest list here. I'm going to add this person, and this person has no conflicts. So once I have said yes, that's a good idea. It's going to be over here. And we're going to set that. I can add some reminders for myself if I want. If I set a color, that color only shows up on my calendar. It will not show up in that color on the other person's calendar, on the other guest's calendars. So that's just something to be aware of. They can go in and change the color on their calendar, but I can't make the color show up on their calendar. I hit Save Event. It asks, do you want to send your invitations? I say yes, send invitations. That means it's going to send them an email asking if they want to come to my meeting. So this person who was invited to my meeting got an email inviting them, and they can say yes or maybe or no. They got the details about the meeting, tells them who was invited, where it is, any other information I wanted to add in. They're also able, because I let them, to invite other people. So if I click yes, this person who was invited clicks yes, I am going to go. Their calendar is going to have that show up. There it is. Showed up on their calendar as an invite, and my account gets an email back saying, hey, this person accepted your invitation. Just like when we sent the invite from Gmail, same exact kind of thing. Shows up on my calendar, shows up on the other person's calendar, and that's how easy it is, inviting people to your events.